Well, I said this was going to be the next video, so here it is. This is H1Z1 Battle Royale. Now, just a minor content update thing here. Next is going to be Battlefield 4. I'm just going to warn you in advance, and I'll probably put a warning in front of that video before that there is some stuff that we say that could be taken as offensive. So, if you are overly sensitive, I would not recommend watching my Battlefield 4 videos, because I have two that'll be coming. One will be coming Monday. That is, if this one goes up on Friday. If this one goes up on Monday, then it'll be up on Wednesday. So, just as a heads up, if you are easily offended, do not watch my Battlefield 4 videos. So, just with that warning in mind, and I'll just get started in this. This is H1Z1 Battle Royale. This was recently released on the PS4. It's been out for a while on PC. Now, H1Z1 was made originally as a way to sort of capitalize on the popularity of DayZ, which was a zombie survival mod for the game Arma 2, which had a lot of popularity but has kind of died down. Like, it essentially became popular, and then once more and more people started doing it, it kind of faded away. It's still popular. It does have a player base, but it's just not as big as it used to be. So, anyway, back to this. By the time I played, I actually genuinely did have a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself, and I do like that there are some differences from this compared to Fortnite. Like, this is more realistic. I do like the way it handles its loot. As you saw, I grabbed a backpack, and that allowed me to carry 3 weapons. There's another backpack you can grab that lets you carry 4, as well as your healing items and grenades are actually separate, which I like. Because with Fortnite, you can only carry 5 items, as well as your building materials. That's it. So, in here you can start with only carrying 2 weapons, you start with some bandages, you gotta find med kits, and then grenades you gotta find. Whereas here, also there's your weapons, and the weapon variety I found kind of lacking. But I think that's because of it being more realistic. You're gonna have more realistic weapons. Like, Fortnite has some stuff that's kind of out there. Like, there's the impulse grenade, the boogie bomb, and there was a few others. Like, that one has a minigun. So, and then here, the weapon variety is kind of lacking. There's a couple different types of pistols, submachine guns, assault rifles, shotguns. There's a crossbow with explosive bolts. And that's about it. There's some single fire, burst. So, as well as you can find helmets and armor. That takes the spot of shields in Fortnite. I'll be kind of making kind of my overall opinion of which one I prefer. Now, here you can actually there's solo duos, and then there's squads, which is 5 people instead of 4, and I am so happy about that, because like I said in my Fortnite video, I wish that we could have 5 players instead of 4. So, like, I know it brings an extra player to your squad, and then it lowers the number of squads that you can have in a game, but I think the loss wouldn't have been too bad. And then here you have the 5-man squads, which I do like. When I was first playing the game, there were a lot of server issues. Like, trying to get into the game was kind of tough, and then finding a match would either work or it wouldn't, and then sometimes my group would get separated into different games. So we then had to kind of essentially finish that game before we could group back up, as well as we'd have problems kind of grouping up. So I'm pretty sure at this point now it's working better. So I'm not too sure if Fortnite had those problems with it when it first launched, as I didn't start playing it more till around partway through Season 3. So I did play a little bit during Season 2, but not much. Season 3 I got into it. I haven't been playing too much this season, because I've been starting to play Elder Scrolls Online with a friend. So, anyway, getting off topic. Vehicles. It's nice that we have vehicles in this. Like, Fortnite now has a vehicle, the shopping cart, but here you have kind of just a standard assortment of vehicles. There's an ATV, there's a Jeep, which I'm driving here, pickup truck, and then there's a cop car, which you will, again, if you watch my H1Z1 with friends video, you'll see that we use one. And then there's friendly fire in this, which I'm mixed on having friendly fire in games. Like, I can understand why it's there for more realism, as well as it's kind of funny to maybe put like a couple rounds, put like a bullet or two into your friend every now and again, but you're gonna get those trolls that will just gun you down as soon as you get something that they want. So, or you're not listening to them, so they'll just kill you. So I'm kind of mixed on it. It's not an issue that it's there, but there's kind of a small part of me that wish it wasn't. Maybe you could have an option where you can have it on or off. Or they could just have like two separate lobbies, like one will have friendly fire enabled, one won't. But I think doing that will make it even harder to find a game, so it's their call at the end of the day, not ours. So the map looks pretty bland. And I think that's because with the more realistic style, the map will be will look like that regardless. Because I think PUBG's map looks kind of bland, whereas Fortnite has like that cel-shaded cartoony look. So that's gonna, of course, look visually better. So here I actually do a little bit of combat, but overall, do I like the game or do I hate it? I actually kind of like it. I think the game does have some appeal. Like, if you're burnt out of Fortnite or you just can't really get into it because of the building, I do actually kind of recommend this a little bit. Like, there is some enjoyment here. Like, I can actually see, like, I have a friend who actually does prefer this over Fortnite, and I can kind of see why he would, but at the same time, I am gonna have to say I prefer Fortnite over this. Like, because also this does have like a premium currency as well, because again, free to play game, and there is a marketplace to buy more stuff, and it's cosmetics, and it's locked behind loot boxes, which you can actually earn fairly easily depending on how you place in group games. Like, almost every group game I have done and have gotten at least 1 or 2 kills, I've gotten a box. So the amount of boxes you get feels kind of generous, but there's nothing really in the rewards that has me like, ooh, I want this, I'm gonna grind for it. Where Fortnite is kind of the same. There's the battle pass, all the different tiers where you can earn different types of loot. But there's and then there's the store, which changes every day. Well, there's one section that changes daily, and then there's another section that changes like every 2 days. So yeah. Again, in the fight for Battle Royale control on the PS4, I am gonna have to give it to Fortnite. It's just visually it's more appealing. I have a little bit more enjoyment there, whereas here I feel I'm taking it a little bit more seriously, which I'm not a very serious gamer. And there's just not enough in H1Z1 at the moment, because again, this is a beta. This game's early access, same thing with Fortnite. Those they're both early access games. They're both. So of course there's gonna be stuff that's gonna be added in later. So I am again gonna have to give it to Fortnite. So I'm gonna just leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay here. Just thanks for watching and listening to me ramble on, and I will see you guys on my next video.